If you want your welds to look like this, then stay tuned for the rest of this video. What's up, guys? I'm Yeti from Yeti Machine Co. This is a chopper I'm building for my buddy Josh. If you want to see all the work I've been doing on this thing, feel free to go back and look at my other videos. But today, I'm going to show you guys my method for metal finishing welds. I want to preface this by saying that I am not a professional welder. My welds work, but this is how I make them look pretty. So let me show you what we're doing. A lot of people will use Bondo and plastic filler to get in here and radius where these welds are. This frame specifically is going to be powder coated, so we can't really use a plastic filler. The powder coating process will actually burn out that plastic filler. So what I like to do is go back in with what we call silicon bronze. What this allows us to do is weld in a softer metal that's easier to shape and easier to get a good radius. So whenever we're gonna TIG weld, let me show you the first thing we're gonna do. Excuse my dirty ass workbench, but we take a clean-ish rag. We get some of our acetone, and we wanna make sure that we knock off any dirt or grease that's actually on the TIG rod. It leads to a cleaner weld, and as you can see, that's the dirt that came off of that rod. So even if they're inside of a package, they're still not 100% clean. On a weld like this is not my weld. This is a weld that actually came on this lowbrow hardtail kit. Shout out to lowbrow. As you can see, there's areas where it's actually undercut a little bit. Now this weld is fine, this weld is strong, we can run it just like this, but we want to make the rest of the bike look like what we're working on here. Another thing to note with silicon bronze welding rod is you don't necessarily need to run it as hot as you would if you were just welding with mild steel. These welds are already strong enough. You don't want to use silicon bronze for any kind of structural welding. I don't trust it, frankly. If I was to just weld this up with silicon bronze, there's a good chance it's going to crack, but it works really good for what we're doing. Okay, so what we've done is kind of filled any valleys in the weld with the silicon bronze material, almost like a body filler. So my next step usually is to take a wire wheel. You don't want to run it in an air grinder because it's going to spin too fast and spit all the wires out. I usually just put it in a drill motor, kind of go over the welds, knock off the heat marks, makes it so we can see kind of where we're going. Next step, take your grinder and slowly and lightly start working down that material. A little tip with these grinders, if you'll notice, the diameter of this thing is actually a lot smaller than this one. They make them in a bigger size. It actually covers the whole back surface of this wheel. But if you don't want to dig into the material too much, you can either cut down, which is what I did with this one, I think. You can cut down a 2-inch into a 1-inch and use a 2-inch wheel. Now what this does is gives you a lot softer of a surface when you're riding up against radiuses and fillets, and gives less of a chance of you blowing out your weld. So after just this short amount of grinding, you can see how clean this thing is looking as compared to what it was before. If you're liking this, please like this video and subscribe. If you think I'm an idiot, go talk some shit in my comments. I don't care. Either way, I think this thing's looking pretty clean, but we're gonna take it a little bit further. Now the next tool that I like to use, and I don't know what it's called, I got it at Harbor Freight, but basically it's this little peg, and you buy these little rollers. These are like rolled up pieces of sandpaper. You got to be a little careful with these. You can take a lot more material than you want to, but it's really good for getting down in those tight radiuses. Next step is going to be a DA sander. That just kind of blends everything together. As you can see, personally, if you're looking for that kind of molded look, I think this looks awesome. We do have a little bit there and a little bit there. So what I like to do is go back with the torch and actually blend that in. We will use a little bit of filler rod, but we may actually be able to blend that without filler rod. Again, this stuff is time consuming, and the more time you put into it, the higher quality you're gonna get out of it. We'll go back and we'll do that process again with the grinder and with the DA sander. Just take our time. One last step, if you really want to get some good pics for the gram, get yourself some red or some green Scotch-Brite. It's pretty good for about 10 minutes worth of work. Now, this isn't done. I got to go and do underneath, and I'll probably keep going at it. But if this is something that you're interested in doing yourself, check out down below. I'll have links of all the different kinds of tools that I use to get this type of finish. I just wanted to show you guys what I like to do if I'm metal finishing welds. I hope you liked it. If you did, please go subscribe, like this video. If you didn't, tell me you didn't. Tell me what I did wrong. We're all learning. So thanks for watching.